Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my girlfriend Carol. How you doing, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
This is the 90210 show presented by Massive Late Fee. It is September 21st, 1995. And guess what, everybody?
We watched another episode of 90210.
We did, but first,
What?
we got responses on our contest that we had. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
You want to say anything else about it, or just...
Yeah, but I'm not sure what... I mean, we already announced the winners.
We did. We announced the winners, and we got responses from 2 people.
That's true. We didn't get responses.
We did not get a response
from the second prize winner.
Correct. We got the response from our grand prize winner, Anne, who is taking home the 90210 dolls. We got a response from our third prize winner,
Melanie.
Oh, yeah, who is taking home the trivia game. So congratulations, ladies. But we did not hear from Emily Gagliano.
Oh, Ms. Gagliano, you're missing out. I'm sorry.
You can't get to the beach towel, apparently, because we don't know where you are in the world. So what we're going to do is real quick, before we get into this 90210 episode, since you wanted to do it at the beginning last time, I assume we should probably do it at the beginning this time as well.
Sure.
So we're
give the people what they're waiting for.
Yeah, you think so? Are they waiting for this?
No, because nobody but Melody, no, not Melanie, what's her name?
Emily
Gagliano.
Yeah.
Knows that she missed it, and she doesn't know either because she missed it. So.
All right, so we're going to choose one more winner at random, and they will be the winners. So, Stephanie Baker.
I like that name.
If you're out there, Miss Stephanie Baker, you have won a beach towel from 90210.
Congratulations, Stephanie.
Now, she is in, I'm not going to say the city.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be that guy. But she's in...
Hunt her down and steal her beach towel.
She's in... Miss Stephanie Baker is in Arizona.
Ooh.
So she could probably use the beach towel, right?
In a desert?
But I mean, they've got lakes out there, right? Don't they?
It's a desert.
There's no lake. There's no man-made lake.
I'm sure there's lots of pools. And,
there you go.
She could use it to, lay out in the sun.
Lay out in the desert and avoid rattlesnakes and and tarantulas and whatever else.
I'm sure she'll find good use for it.
Well, Stephanie, you have written in to subscribe to our tape distribution network, and since you subscribed, and they don't grow apples out there in Arizona, do they?
No,
but
no. Do they grow anything?
She likes apples, though.
It's the desert.
No. But anyway, Stephanie, because of that, you have won the 90210 beach towel. So, Stephanie, write to us at, what is it, latefee1994 at
AOL.com.
AOL.com, or you can go to retrolatefee.com and use the little contact thing there and contact us, and you will get your beach towel sent right to you. So, Stephanie Baker from Arizona.
So, you have one day. No, sorry.
You have 1 hour, Stephanie. Get on it.
You have 1 week. 1 week. If you have not contacted us by the time we are recording our next episode, you are SOL.
Yeah. We'll have to pick somebody else to get this beach towel. Eventually, it might just go to us.
Yep.
No. We'll find somebody to take this beach towel off our hands for us.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah, write to us with your address, and we will mail it out to you. That's how nice we are. Stephanie Baker.
I really do like that name. It's very like American Pie.
Mm-hmm. It is a good name.
Yeah.
Stephanie Baker pie. Apple pie.
Yes.
Subscribe for apple pie. Apple pie.
Now I want pie. You gotta take me out for pie.
Okay. We went out for bowling.
We did. Bowling's fun. I love bowling.
Yeah.
I love bowling because it's all smoky and I can pretend that, actually I'm not pretending. I can just smoke because, it's 1995 and everybody smokes. I'm sorry.
Right. What are you sorry about?
Because I quit.
Yeah. I know, but it's
too easy.
Too easy to quit or too easy to smoke?
To get cigarettes.
It is very easy
especially
to get
at the bowling alley.
It's hard to not smoke.
That smells so good. Am I weird? I think cigarette smoke smells good.
I think most people don't. So, yes, you're weird.
It's okay. I'll take it.
Speaking of weird, though, what happened on 90210 this week?
This episode really fucking disturbed me.
Did it? It disturbed you?
It disturbed me.
More than the movie we're going to talk about tomorrow.
No. Nothing disturbed me more than that. But I'm really disappointed in Dylan.
I wish somebody would take Jim and put him in a box.
I've been disappointed with Jim. Okay, Jim can go to hell. But Dylan also upset me this episode.
Ooh, Dylan upset you. Okay. Yeah. I want to hear about this.
Well, no, it's just, okay. Jim...
It's the golden boy.
...is like the fucking Antichrist at this point. And he decides to freeze Dylan's assets and accuse him of statutory rape. Come on. Going a little far here.
Technically, he is guilty of statutory rape.
Apparently, I didn't realize that he's 18, but what strict laws
they must have? But she's 17.
Yeah, I mean, it seems ridiculous.
I don't think that's necessarily legally accurate.
Yeah. So
Jim's like, tell the angels in heaven.
But yeah, he's like, as long as, you're continuing to engage in statutory rape and harboring a minor, then I am not going to be able to.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. He is. He's a total piece of shit. But
Dylan says that's blackmail, which is technically not correct. It's extortion.
But he's already tired of her.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't even have to push this hard, man.
How long?
I mean, he didn't come out and say it, but he said it.
How long do you think they've been living together? A week?
Yeah, maybe. What the fuck, Dylan?
It's already done. Yeah. How dare she clean his house and cook dinner and do his laundry?
Right?
That's why he's angry.
Yeah, because he's not used to having a mom, and, she's acting like a mom.
He's angry that none of this is ever really stated. At one point, he's like, oh, we should just relax or whatever, and he throws the magazines around the room, indicating that he would rather have his apartment be dirty.
House.
Whatever. That he'd rather have his house be dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's right before, they're going to have sex, because she hasn't been sleeping with him because she's depressed.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Her who pointed out that she cleans when she's depressed? Her brother?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, Dylan, don't be an ass. She's not sleeping with you, so you're bored and you're done now. She's sad. She's having a rough time.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to be moving on.
I hate him. I hate him so much. I really do. I mean, she's fighting with her family over him, for him, because she loves him. And he's just like, you're around too much, and I'm not getting my dick wet, so gotta move it along.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, okay, they're still together, whatever, but he's going along with this conspiracy shit with her parents, and I don't like it.
Yeah, Jim's like, hey, if you will help us convince her to go to Paris, because Kelly doesn't want to go to Paris anymore because Kelly's fallen in love with her baby sister.
Which is cute and sweet. I get that.
We get a lot of overhead shots looking down at the baby where we can also see the Kelly's cleavage.
I want to hold baby. You dick.
You didn't notice that?
No. You did?
You didn't notice that every overhead shot she's holding the baby? And she's wearing an open blouse so you can see her cleavage?
No. That's so not appropriate.
I assume that's why they framed it the way they did.
Huh.
You could have easily framed out her cleavage.
Mostly girls watch the show, so I don't know why they're all like, hey, check out her cleavage.
Girls like cleavage, too.
I don't like cleavage that much. I like boobs, but I'm not that into cleavage. Like, guys like cleavage because it's like the hint of boobs, and that's exciting. Like, we know boobs. We don't need the hint. We're very aware of what is down the shirt.
That should be the tagline for 90210. We know boobs. We don't need the hint.
But yeah, so she's going to stay home. And her mom
You should write
lucked.
slogans for the female gender.
Right. Kelly's mom has lucked out so hard, though, with this baby.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kelly is like, oh, yeah, I just feed her at 4 o'clock in the morning and let mom sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Every person should have a teenage daughter when they have a baby.
Apparently.
I mean, that just seems to make sense now.
I don't know that a lot of teenage daughters would react the same way that Kelly is, though.
Right. Well, and right now she doesn't have school and she doesn't have a job. And I don't think she has a boyfriend because it sounds like maybe her and Jake are not working out.
She doesn't have a boyfriend right now, but maybe she will.
Maybe she will, fucking asshole.
Go ahead.
So she's staying home. She's not going to Paris anymore. And Brenda's family gets wind of this and they're like, oh, there's an opening on a Paris trip? Let's send her there.
Right.
So that's the plan is let's invite her to Paris. And Dylan, you don't stand in our way and I'll let you have your money back.
Yeah, even help us convince her to go and we'll give you your money back.
Which he does.
Yeah.
And
he gleefully goes along with it because he doesn't want her there anymore.
Yeah, he wants her out of his house. And at the end of the episode, he's like, if you want something from me in the future, just ask me instead of, whatever, playing games. So basically, he would have done it without them holding the money over his head. He said it's because it was the best thing for Brenda. That's not true. That's not true at all. He is just a selfish fucking prick. She asked him when he was going to be home one night, and he's like, whenever. Where are you going? Out. Like a fucking, like he's a kid talking to his mom.
I'm going bowling with the guys.
Why doesn't he take her with him when he's going out somewhere? And she asked him to go to the store and he acts like this is the worst thing he's been asked. Oh my God, pick up some milk, you fucktard.
Brenda, why didn't you go? In what car?
Yeah.
You were gone all day. He takes the car and he leaves all day. It is really weird.
Why does he doesn't have a job. They're not in school. What is he just leaves her there by herself all day?
How does their relationship devolve so quickly? By the way, they're going into their senior year of high school. Mm-hmm. And so I think he's finishing his senior year of high school, I guess. He's a year ahead of them. It was never really established.
Well, he didn't, there was no graduation ceremony or anything.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, because it's the summer now, right? And their thing. So, is he graduated? I don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
Yeah,
if he's in their grade, why is he such a different age than them?
Maybe he got held back.
I guess. He's trying to hold Brenda back.
I'll be 19 when I graduate.
Yep. You will be. Or already were.
However you want to look at it.
Right.
So, it happens. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're falling apart. He goes along with the plan to get her out of the house. Donna is all, falling apart and in tears because she's going to miss David.
Right.
And he seems a little irritated with her, too.
Maybe a little bit.
But, he has to do summer school because she's like, I should just stay with you or you should come with me or, whatever. But he's got stuff to do. He's got stuff to work. He wants to graduate early. They're trying to move him up into their grade.
Yes, they are. They didn't realize at the beginning that he was going to become a part of this cast.
Right.
And they're like, oh, fuck, now we got to get him in the same grade.
So, yeah, somehow he's going to become a senior now.
He's talking about he wants to graduate early and all this stuff.
So Dylan's a year older than them and in the same grade. And David's a year younger. And the rest of them are 17.
Yeah.
And
he's
seniors.
16.
Yeah.
The other one's 18, I guess.
So that makes sense, I guess. So Donna's going to Paris now all by herself. So she's very upset about that. And then Brenda is going to go with her. Now, Brenda's mother claims that she had an opportunity to go study abroad, but instead
Jim put his dick inside her.
Yeah, she got pregnant?
I think just she started dating him, and
Whatever.
she was like, I'll have so much time to travel, and Jim apparently doesn't like to go anywhere, so.
Yeah, they have money. Take her to Paris, you dick.
Jim's idea of an exotic vacation is to Palm Springs.
Milwaukee.
Your joke was funnier than mine.
I win. So, yeah. She's, like, living vicariously through Brenda. She didn't really seem as much, like, on Jim's side through any of this, so I kind of believe her. Like, maybe her intentions are good.
I guess. I don't know.
But definitely Dylan and Jim, not good.
Jim is just, I mean, he's so aggressively wrong in everything that he does.
Yeah.
What he does is illegal.
Yeah. He's supposed to be, like, in charge of Dylan's trust fund. You can't just cut him off.
Dylan could go to his bosses and tell him what Jim said to him, and Jim could get fired.
Oh, and he should. Except then they'd have to go back to
Minnesota.
Yeah. Wherever the hell they came from.
The fifth circle of hell.
Right? So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. Kelly talks a little bit about Jake, very briefly.
We haven't, see, the problem is we would have to go, I don't know if Blockbuster has Melrose Place season tapes or not. If they do, I would be willing to rent it, but if they don't, I don't know that I want to buy it because I don't know that I would like this show. But I wouldn't mind seeing, we talked to a friend of ours that watches Melrose Place, and they were like, oh yeah, Kelly was on the first couple episodes of Melrose Place, you know, when it premiered. So,
and then Jake just breaks up with her.
I think so, yeah. But like I said, I wouldn't mind watching it, but unfortunately, we're not, like, these are 3-year-old episodes. Yeah. They're not on the air anymore.
Some kind of crossover thing occurs there. So yeah, that's what gets one. Melrose Place off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just like, oh, Jake's not a part of things for her. So she's just floating along.
Man, where's she going to land? Whose dick is she going to land on? Looks like.
It looks like at the end of the episode, it looks like Dylan's, yes.
Yeah, Dylan all of a sudden is like, oh, a pretty blonde girl.
Yeah, they're walking off together talking.
Everybody else goes in a different direction.
What the fuck, guys?
I don't know exactly. And Brenda sees it.
Yeah, she's like looking at the window, her face is just slowly falling, and she's like, what have I done?
He says, don't fall in love with anybody while you're in Paris. And she goes, the same goes for you.
But guess what?
He's not in Paris. So he's going to use that technicality.
Yeah. And, Kelly had a thing for him in the beginning.
Yeah, she talked about it before.
She was all staring at him and stuff, and then he started staring at Brenda, and...
Kelly's just like, any port in a storm, as long as it's not Steve.
Basically. Her and Steve slept together, too, right?
Well, her and Steve used to date before the show started.
Right, but I mean, it's not... I mean, they did have sex.
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it.
So, yeah, she's...
He talks about how easy she is and stuff like that. So.
And we know in the fifth season she has sex with Brandon at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
So if she also has sex with Dylan, who's that leaving out? Only David.
Only David, who had a huge crush on her in the beginning. But now they're pseudo-related.
Maybe there will be a drunken night. Who knows? Maybe
she'll
my God. Slept with all of them.
Drunken night. What about Jim?
She
sleeps with Jim one night.
Jim doesn't deserve anyone, okay? His wife should leave him.
I agree.
I hate him.
I'm glad that she probably did some over-the-clothes, stuff with that one guy. Her ex-boyfriend that came into that.
Yeah, you deserved it, Jim.
What an asshole he is in this whole thing.
Yeah. And let's see, Brandon's at the beach club.
Yeah. Well, this is Brandon and Steve find twins.
Yeah. I didn't like this storyline very much.
It was so weird. The one twin is, I think it's played by real life twins.
Yeah.
The one twin is, I can't remember her real name, but she played Tori on that season of Saved by the Bell where Elizabeth Berkley and Tiffany Amber Thiessen were holding out for better contracts.
I really, really think that actress is a lesbian.
Okay.
Because...
She reminds you of Joe from The Facts of Life?
Because with Tori's character at Saved by the Bell...
Hey, Zach!
She was a little bit tough, right?
Yeah, she was the tough girl.
She, walked and talked tough and...
Leather jacket, but she had a huge crush on Tom Cruise. No, she had a huge crush on Zach.
But in this episode, she's supposed to be feminine. Mm-hmm. But she's still tough.
No, she's still talking like,
yeah.
I am Rory.
It's, yeah.
You dumb bastard.
Like, the way she moves is very masculine. Like, she seems like a very tough girl.
She's got a, a little bit of a biker to her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe she's just a tomboy. I don't know, but she is not feminine.
No. No offense, but you're not feminine.
So somehow she...
frequently sick from eating crabs and stuff, too.
Somehow she attracts Steve and Brandon.
Well, Brandon meets the other one.
Yeah.
Actress, I don't know her name either, but I think she's also a twin. Yeah. Or they look a lot alike, one of the two. But he meets her and they're all flirty, and Steve meets the other one. Now, we don't know. It looks like it's the same girl.
Yeah, at first it's like they're going to end up fighting over a girl.
Yeah, Steve's like, oh, no, is it her? And he's like, yeah, that's her. And he's like, oh, she asked me out too. Well, fine, you go. I'm not fighting you, Brandon, because I know what's going to happen. Steve's self-esteem is such in the toilet right now.
Poor Steve.
He's like, I'm not fighting you for a girl, Brandon, and everything. And Brandon's like, in this country, women are allowed to decide or whatever who they go out with. But here's the thing. The scenario that was painted was that Steve asked this girl out for a date tonight, and she said yes. Brandon, they've been flirting, but she hasn't asked her out yet.
Right.
So, Brandon, she did decide.
Right.
If it was the same girl, which it's not, but she did decide. So just, you should back off. If your buddy already asked this girl out on a date and she said yes.
For sure.
Why would you be going after her? But as it turns out, she walks past, and the one girl walks past. She's like, see you tonight, Steve. And the other girl's still there. And they look at each other, and then they look right at the camera, and then they put a piece of gum in their mouth at the same time, and they go, twins!
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy.
So, yeah, they're dating twins. And Steve wants to pull the old switcheroo, which is so weird. It's like the reverse switcheroo.
Yeah.
Because usually it's the twins switching themselves without the knowledge of the other party, so they can both fuck the
same person, which is kind of weird.
I knew... I shouldn't tell this story. I'm not going to use names. But I knew these two twin girls that were both married to different guys, obviously. But they were all friends. Like, the guys were friends, they were friends and everything. Uh-huh. And one night the girls decided to switch to see if their husbands would notice.
That's awful.
And they ended up sleeping with each other's husbands.
That's awful.
And they told me about it, but they never told anybody else about it.
Well, I bet they did.
Well, they didn't tell their husbands about it.
That's not right. Their poor husbands.
Do you think their husbands would be that upset?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be. I mean, because it's like almost like rape. Like, I mean, you're having sex with somebody you don't know. That you're having sex with them.
Yeah, it's like in a movie where, like, someone can be like a shapeshifter or something.
Right? Yeah, that's a really big violation.
Yeah.
So they decide to try the old switcheroo, whatever. But Brandon's like, you know what? As a self-respecting twin, I can't do that. Well,
Steve says, mine's a dud. She got sick on the crabs. She had a sinusitis infection or something like that. The other night, too, I've tried to date her twice. She's always sick. This sucks. I want to try the other twin. Basically, is what Steve says. He's like, I'll call her up and see if she's into it. So he does. He calls him up, and he's like, okay, cool. So, like, what's his name? Fucking Brandon will go out with the other one, then I'll go out with you. Mm-hmm. And they agree to it, and Brandon's like, how did you even know that they would agree to it? He's like, hey, I know, or whatever. I know L.A. I know the depraved people that live here. Or no, they're from Florida. I know the depraved people from Florida. So the one comes up to Brandon, and Brandon's like, look, I can't really do... And then he looks at it, he's like, you're not the other one, Rory, I think, or whatever.
And how would he know after just a couple of days? Come on.
Oh, he's got Twindar.
Yeah, whatever.
Because he's also a twin.
I mean...
He's not an identical twin, but somehow he knows.
I'm sorry, it takes longer than that to be able to tell twins apart.
I will say this. The city that I am from, I think there's something in the water, or there's been a ton of inbreeding or something like that. But there's a lot of twins, an inordinate amount of twins.
Okay.
In our small little town. And I knew 2 other twins. These twins were male. I won't say their names either.
Wouldn't it be weird if they hooked up with the females?
Oh, that would be weird. But, you know what? It's weird because there are a ton of twins. But I don't know that that's ever happened. I don't know that families get together a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, there's families that go back generations from this town, and different families, like, will hook up together, like, from generations past and everything. But I don't know that 2 twins have ever married 2 other sets of twins. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. But anyway, these 2 male twins, I couldn't tell them apart at all when I first started hanging out with them. Like, we were friends for like a couple summers, like straight, right? A couple years straight, I guess. But I couldn't tell them apart. After like 6 months, 7 months in, I couldn't understand how anyone could not tell them apart. Right. It's so weird. It's like one of those magic eye pictures where you like you relax your eyes or whatever and the picture comes out and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Those are popular now. It's like one of those where
I can never make it work.
I can't either. But it's like one of those where once you see it, it's like, oh, well, of course, that there are so many differences in their faces, but they're all like super subtle.
Yeah.
But it's weird. But yeah, you're right. I don't think he'd be able to tell after like 2 dates.
But anyway, he makes her day because he can tell. So I'm sure, she wanted to like fuck him that night because that would be
oh yeah, he definitely
super extra special that he could tell it was her.
He definitely hooked up. But he's like, what's going on? And she's like, well, we're teaching him a lesson because he's a fucking pig.
So Steve thinks he's with this other girl who he has not dated, right? He thinks this is their first date.
Yeah.
His idea of a first date for her, because she's not a dud, is to take her back to the cabana and try to fuck her.
Yeah.
You asshole.
The entire time talking shit about her twin sister.
Who
how is this
the girl he's with?
How is this going to even if she was the other one? How does he think this is going to ingratiate him to her by saying like, "Oh yeah, your sister's a piece of fucking garbage. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. You're way prettier.
Right.
Fuck her." Like that's her sister.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It's no
Steve's
good.
such a moronic douchebag.
But she starts making out with him, so he thinks he's going to get lucky.
Oh yeah.
And then, she puts the
and that's
kibosh
Tori.
on it.
That's Tori.
Yeah.
She's the one that's like, yeah, dummy. It's me, Tori. Couldn't you see my Adam's apple? So then he gets rejected.
Ha ha.
Andrea goes and kisses that one guy again.
Yeah, Andrea.
Lots of kisses from Andrea.
She's Andrea. She's dating, some dude. Who cares? Like, they're not doing anything with it. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about it.
Every time Andrea's got some sort of love interest, it's like, oh, let's look at him for 4 seconds. And now he's gone from the episode now.
Yeah.
No one cares about her or her love life, apparently.
I mean, I know she didn't get a doll, but damn. I don't need the dicks.
But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it.
Steve didn't get a doll either.
Steve doesn't deserve a doll.
Aw, poor Ian Ziering.
The dolls, they're what are they? They're Brenda and Brandon, Kelly, Dylan,
and Donna.
And Donna. No David either.
No
David, no Andrea, no Steve.
So weird. I bet if they made those 3 dolls, they would have sold. I mean, maybe not as much because they're not as pretty. That's got to be insulting.
Is that? You think that's why?
Well,
because Andrea's got a big Jewish nose.
I think part of it is that Andrea is just not as big of a member of the cast.
I guess, yeah. She's. Yeah.
But Ian Ziering and the one who plays David,
Brian Austin Green.
They're pretty substantial members of the cast, and I think it's because they don't think they're as attractive as the other guys.
Well, that's sad.
But, like, first of all...
Steve's got a nice build.
Steve has a nice body, but he's got a butterface, I'm sorry. And I really... you know how I feel about blondes. So...
Sorry. As I've said before, I bet Ian Ziering's like the nicest guy in the world.
Probably.
Because he's playing this piece of shit character.
But Brian Austin Green is not bad looking. He's just younger.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe they felt it would be pedophilia if they made a doll of him.
He's 1 year younger.
Well, and also in reality, he's probably over 18
Yeah.
because of child labor laws.
I don't know, but yeah, that's all they did. 3 girls, 2 boys.
3 girls for every 2 boys.
Which is sad. Like, who's Donna supposed to be with when you're playing with them? Are you going to play with them?
That's the thing, is that they've set it up so that it's like Donna and Kelly on Dylan or something like that, or on Brandon.
Well,
It'd have to be on Brandon.
Brenda.
Yeah, it can't be Brenda.
Brenda's only option here is Dylan. So if they break up, she's got her ex-boyfriend and her brother.
Her doll is screwed.
Yeah. God, Brandon's going to end up with Donna.
What if could Brenda go out with Ken, or can you not? Can you not cross the worlds? I want to know exactly the rules of the playscape of your mind.
I think she could. I think she could go out with Ken or Alan.
Okay. Who the fuck is Alan?
Ken's best friend.
What?
He's got red hair. He's Midge's boyfriend.
Who's Midge?
Barbie's best friend.
So Barbie is a best friend named Midge.
Who is red-haired, yes.
And she's also a redhead.
Yes. And she has a boyfriend who's Alan, who's a redhead.
So they're going to have nightmare redheaded kids, okay?
They're going to have adorable redheaded kids.
Well, what kind of red hair do they have? They have that clown red hair? They do, don't they? That's not adorable.
No, it is. Like, Midge has, like, this really cool wedding dress where it's, like...
Does it hide her freckles?
It's got, like, a red bodice and, like, red hearts on the skirt.
So let me ask you a question.
Matches her red hair.
He's a redhead. So is Alan Irish, or is he just angry and white?
I think he's Irish. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, it's good to know that Doll Brenda has options. She can steal Ken from Barbie.
Yes.
Or Alan from Midge. The most 1950s name ever.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Midge.
I know. Midge reminds me of Peggy Bundy.
Is Midge Barbie's slutty friend? Like, she'll do stuff with Alan that Barbie wouldn't do with Ken. Again, let us into the playscape of your mind. I want to know.
Maybe she'll invite Donna.
Oh, wow.
Donna won't be lonely anymore.
So Midge is experimental.
Maybe.
All right.
She'll be dominatrix Barbie. It's okay.
Maybe she can put on a device that will murder Donna if she had sex with her.
No!
That's a preview for the movie tomorrow.
Yeah, we watched a thing.
Yeah, we watched... That makes it sound like we watched a snuff film.
I don't.
We got a VHS from a guy standing on the corner, and we watched a thing. We watched the movie 7. Let's be specific.
Okay, fine. Spoiler for tomorrow's episode.
We don't want to be on FBI's watch list. All right. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here now.
Bye.
Tell the people the stuff.
Okay, fine.
I ruined your perfect goodbye, right?
Yeah.
That was the perfect goodbye. Bye.
It was. Late fee, 1994 at AOL.com.
That's where you can write us.
RetroLateFee.com.
That's where you can see episodes and other stuff.
And then, you can, like, tell your friends about us and give them the tapes and all that good stuff.
Stephanie Baker, write into us.
Please.
Get this beach towel.
We want to give it away.
Put it over your head and get out of that Arizona sun.
No. Okay, good.
What the fuck? Did you think I was going to come up with another 7-style murder?
Say something bad.
I would never insult Stephanie, our most loyal listener.
Our American Pie.
Second most loyal listener after Scott. All right, goodbye.
Bye.